Hello my friends, and welcome back. In today's live programming video, we'll be doing some work on Komorebi, the tiling window manager for Windows, written in the Rust programming language. I did want to introduce you all to Ferris the crab. I have a little Ferris the crab pen that I've been meaning to share with you all. It's very cool, it's very cute. Ferris, if you don't know, is the official mascot of the Rust programming language. Anyway, today I wanted to unblock a particular pull request. So my friend Amr has opened up a PR here. Make config optional for enable auto start. And the whole reason that we have this Komorebi C start, the whole reason that we have this config flag is so that Komorebi can be a little bit more portable, and like you can just put all of your stuff on a thumb drive and transfer it from machine to machine, and it doesn't depend on files being in the user pack. But there is no reason why we can't have the best of both worlds. So if the config flag is not given, we can still try to look up the komorebi.json file from the user environment. So I said I'll add the attempted automatic lookup for the komorebi.json file over the weekend. This is the weekend. And then I think we should be good to merge in this PR after that. Sweet. This one is probably good to go soon as well. Alright, so let's see. I guess let's start from main. Gosh, it's been a while since I touched this part of the code base. The config loading, that is. Right, so... Alright, I see what the issue with this is, right? Because we do the whole preload, postload thing, so we try and instantiate a window manager if we can find a komorebi.json file. I see. So, why don't we try this? Let config equals if let's ops.config config equals ops.config, that can just be the path buff there, right? Else if alright, else none. So let's make this an option. Alright, we'll make that an option. We'll make this a none so that we have option path buff. Alright. So if we have the config, that's great. Let's use it. Else, we have Komorebi config home, I think, somewhere. I think we did. Komorebi config home dir. Yes, we do have that. else let Komorebi JSON equals homedir dot join Komorebi dot JSON dot stat is Golang, is file, yeah, else if homedir.join.json is file, yeah, no, I don't do that. I want to do it so I can just, if Komorebi JSON is file, so if it exists, then we return option from Komorebi JSON, else we return none. So let's see how Clippy will try to optimize my bad code. Let's see. Hopefully it's not too bad. Well, I mean, the config is unused at this point. So I shall rename this to static config. What do we have here? Right, so we want to borrow this. And then I think this is what we want. Or is it not? Expected a reference to path buff, we can do that. 512, 540. So here then we can do if we can do the same thing, right? Static config, and then we can take a ref. Hopefully. Probably not. Alright. So let's take the reference here. It's 512. 555. What are you doing now? Oh, I see. So let's hopefully deal with this like this. And then when we get to here, we can do static config is none. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let me see. Komorebi C stop, just install Komorebi, just install Komorebi C. And let's see how this goes. So I actually have a Komorebi config home defined, at least I think I do. Echo M Komorebi config home. I think the file, the Komorebi.json file that I have there is completely outdated. Yep. That is completely outdated. So why don't I copy my Komorebi.json file that I actually use. I don't know why I set this. I'm very happy having everything in the user home folder, but for the purposes of this video, what I'm gonna do is I'll have this one, the one that will get picked up if I pass no config flag, aka the one in Komorebi config home. I'll have this one with animation set to false. And let's see. I really need to upstream this this float rule. It's very, very handy for Premiere Pro when you open up various plugins so that they don't take up half of the screen. Very, very useful. I should probably put the guitar rig one in as well. I don't know what the crossover is between guitarists and tiling window manager users. I am one of them, so maybe it'll help somebody else. Media player, I don't like when media player is tiled, right? Because of the aspect ratio. I'd rather just have it floating and be able to correct the aspect ratio myself. Anyway, it looks like everything is compiled, and I guess we can do Komorebi start. So that's what I usually do, but now I am going to do this. And it looks fast enough that we can assume that it is using the static configuration file. That reminds me, for animations, we need to plug that through to the state, because we're not tracking animation status in the state. Anyway, what did we say we'd look for? Media player? Yep, that's one of mine, and the other one is Drover, I think. Drover? Yep, also one of mine. Yeah. And guitar rig. Yeah, they're all mine. They're all being picked up, and animations are disabled. So that's pretty good. I think we can march on ahead with that. So let me gapper this. Git pull. Actually, let me stash this and just make sure there aren't any, dependabot things that I've merged. I haven't, it seems, so I can git stash pop this to get my changes back. And stage those again. Yeah, I think this is right. I think that this is right. One thing I would like to check, however, is if I run this directly, creating window manager from static configuration file, which it has picked up from the environment. So that is awesome. And it unblocks Almer's pull request. This one right here. So then yeah, when people if people are using, how do I want to phrase this? If people are happy having the configuration file loaded from the user environment, then as long as they put the file in the right place, they shouldn't need to worry about passing the config flag anymore. And consequently, when a user runs the enable auto start command, that will also mean after this PR is merged, let me just get that up, this will no longer be a mandatory field. I think that's pretty nice quality of life improvement. So let's get CZ feature config. Get CZ is so slow on Windows. It's so fast on Linux and on Mac OS. Actually, I've used this on Mac OS and it's much faster. So feat config make static config flag optional. This commit makes the config flag on komorebi.exe optional and updates the configuration loading logic to try to find a komorebi.json file in the home dir, which is either komorebi config home or profile. I guess we should put env on these since we're talking about PowerShell. I think this got messed up somehow. Alright. RE596. So let's amend that and see how that got messed up. Env profile. This commit makes the config flag on komorebi.exe optional and updates the configuration loading logic to try to find a komorebi.json file in the home dir, which is either env.komorebi config home or env.profile. Perfect. This unlocks the way for Armor's PR to make the config flag optional on the enable auto start command. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Sweet, let's push that. And I think there's one more thing that I want to do today, which involves showing a bit of love to... Oh yeah, I'm using it. So good. But alright, I guess that means I need to do a separate update in my dot files, because you may or may not have read, I wrote a blog on my website managing dot files on Windows 11 with NixOS. Basically, long story short, I generate or version all of my dot files in NixOS and then I pull them over. So I just need to sync dots, yeah. So I just need to make sure that this is gonna go into the correct destination. So it's gonna be .config komorebi JSON. Let's rebuild my configuration. And that'll take a second. And once that's done, I can sync over my dots. I do actually want to make sure that I have the latest version, because even though I shouldn't have, I made some changes. Let's clip that. Alright, here we go. Files, komorebi.json. Oh yeah, because I disabled this. What else is in the diff? Got rid of the trailing comma, very important. And let's get rid of that trailing white space. Cool. So sync dots is this. Now it's generated as a shell script, so I can just run sync dots. And now if I go into config komorebi komorebi.json, yeah, all of my stuff is here. Animation is true, right? That's how we know. Very cool, very cool. So the next thing I wanted to do was to generate a schema.json for the applications.yaml so that people could use that as an autocomplete engine. Because I realized we don't have an autocomplete engine for this, so it's not the best experience, especially as the file gets bigger and bigger. So we should be able actually to... So we have the notification schema, we have the socket schema, we have the static config schema. We do not have the application specific configuration schema. So we're gonna need one of those. And that work is going to be inside of Komorebi C. So let's find a schema. I think we'll do this here. Application specific configuration schema. We'll give this an alias. ASC schema for the application specific. We'll say for applications.yaml. How about that? So why don't we go and see how we do this with the notification schema. Right. So we're gonna do something like this. Notification schema, application specific configuration schema. Got away from my computer to play catch up. Application specific configuration schema, which doesn't exist. We need to create that. Hopefully it created it. Yep, it did. Thank you very much. Intelligent Development Environment. Is that what IDE stands for? Intelligent? Integrated? What does IDE stand for? Integrated. Well, it is also an intelligent, integrated development environment. So that gets done, and now we need to plumb that through to process command. Notification schema, we'll just do it above this, right? Application specific configuration schema. Then we want to generate the schema for I think it's... So it's like a vec of this, I think. The result type of load is a vec of application configuration. So I mean let's see if we can do that, right? I hope we can. So it's not notification, it's ASC. We're gonna send that back over the socket. We can actually just check already with Bacon if that is legal. Ooh. Why did you not automatically... Not so intelligent integrated development environment in this case. Use Komorebi core, config generation, application configuration. Let's try that. Hey, that's nice, that worked. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, let's Komorebi C stop. My fingers and brain are too fast for not IntelliJ, Rust Rover, which is still not very fast. So we should be able to redirect this to a file. What should we call that file? Schema.asc.json maybe? Yeah. Sounds like a good shout. Let's see if Clippy has anything to say while we are at it. Looks like Clippy is happy. No, Clippy is... Oh, that's the stuff I did before. And it's not happy with this either. Alright, I guess we'll do one more commit after this where we clean up some Clippy suggestions. Damn, this is slow as hell. This is really slow as hell. Alright. So just start. Not just. Komorebi C start. Let's get that going. Sweet. And then... I'm not sure if it's the IDE or if it's just the machine in general. I think it's the IDE, like it responds a lot faster. Yeah. Yeah. So let's do Komorebi C application specific configuration schema. Komorebi C ASC schema. Nice. Schema.asc.json. Git add schema.asc.json. Can take a look at that in here. Array of application configuration. That's right. Very nice, very nice. So, another commit. Beat. I don't know what I have called this before in the commit history. What have I used previously for this? It has been a while. I think it's probably still config. No, I've used ASC. I've used ASC. So we can use ASC here. Add ASC. Add JSON schema. And output. This commit adds a command to output a JSON schema for the applications.yaml file maintained in the Komorebi application specific configuration repo, and also adds an up-to-date version of the JSON schema as a file in the root of this repository so that users can reference it as an auto-completion source. Cool. Yeah, that's good. Let's push that. And so now, what did I say? Oh, we were gonna look at the Clippy stuff. So Windows API 703. Try standard pointer null mutable C void. Ooh. I'm not sure that's the same, is it? Is that actually the same? Bruh. Why you know? What is the name of the lint? 0 pointer. Catch casts from 0 to some pointer type. This generally means null and is better expressed as standard or core pointer null or null mutable. Alright, man. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We can do that. Standard pointer null mute as C void. Let's see if it compiles. More importantly, let's see if it does the thing. This one is saying let's use map or else. I'm not particularly sold on this one, but I have been using it elsewhere in the project, so I guess it makes sense for consistency. If anyone knows a better way to do this, please do let me know. It's very, very janky, very annoying. Ops config map or else. The default case is so this is the else, so we do the else first, I guess. So if we have no config arg, try and look this up, otherwise do this. If there is config, option from config, okay. But replace the closure with the function itself. Huh? Like this? No. Like this? Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know you could do that. Today I learned. Today I learned, my friends. Alright, that's pretty cool. Not sure about the readability, but I'll get used to it. So, Komorebi C, stop. Just install Komorebi and just install Komorebi C. And I think with that one, we should be good to make one final commit and start wrapping up this video. It's actually really nice to be able to just do this now. Oh, I should have done that earlier. Alright, so yeah, get CZ. What is the convention that I have previously used for this, for clippy stuff? I really just gotta write all these down somewhere so that I don't keep doing this. Refactor Clippy, apply various lint fixes. Apply various lint fixes. There we go. Sweet. Alright, my friends, so before we wrap this up, why don't we give a shout out to the lovely sponsors of this project. 18 sponsors now. Damn, that's crazy. Alright, thank you so much for your support. Private sponsor number 1, private sponsor number 2, Timothy, EFL1P, Solomon, Julian, Evan, Maxwell, Red Lobster. Red Lobster was actually the person I spoke about on the, I believe it's the last video chronologically on the channel. Red Lobster was the person who found the focus follows mouse static config bug. Shout out to Red Lobster and thank you for becoming a subscriber. Much love. Thank you to Darian, Leandro, Alex, Kwang, Bigsby, Surefire, Michael, Pavel, and Hisayuki. My friends, you are all amazing. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you too would like to become a sponsor, you can head on over to the sponsor page and you can choose either a one-time sponsorship or a monthly sponsorship. Honestly, even if it's just for $1 one time or $1 a month, it means a great deal to me, and it makes such a big difference. And I appreciate it more than I can say, more than words. If, however, you are not in a position to become a sponsor, the very next best thing that you can do is hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. So as of the recording of this video, we are at 928 subscribers. We're aiming, my friends, for 1,000 subscribers so that I can begin to make my application for the YouTube Partner Program. And the reason why I say this is because if you are watching these tutorial videos for Komorebi, if you're watching these live programming videos, if you're watching the NixOS videos, basically if you're watching any of my programming videos, you'll have noticed a significant increase in the number of ads being played, which is great for the advertisers, not so great for me and the project because I'm not eligible to receive a cut of the ad revenue until I am approved for the YouTube Partner Program, which requires a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. So please do hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It is a really great passive way for you to support the future of this project. Alright, my friends, that is it for this video. I hope that whatever you all do today, you have a great day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you all back here next time.